Part 2, the competition. Ratchet, Effective UI, Webitex, Clarity Consulting, Tribal DDB, and Magenic. First up, Ratchet. The first company to present was Ratchet, and they had a really nice interface. They had a in-flight kiosk that you could touch on the back of your seat. You could talk with a live agent. You could check where your flight was at, get baggage claim information. You could go shopping, have instant messaging with other folks that were off the airline. They had used the name Pan Am, and you could watch movies, entertainment, sound, and you could connect, like I said, with outside friends using a service called Twitter. All in all, nice presentation. Contestant 2, Effective UI. Okay, so the next up is Effective UI. And speaking of their UI, I really liked it. It was bright, engaging, easy to use. And what's really cool is they had a mouse in the armrest that you can kind of use as a little touch screen to navigate the screen in front of you. You can go ahead and chat with other folks that are on the plane, check their seat selection and click and say, hey, this is the person that I want to talk to. And you can see how long you've been in the air, how long you can expect to be in the air. You can order drinks and food to your seat, and you can have external communications, which include having a video conference with folks that are outside of the office. And since you yourself are outside of your office, it's a good thing. So you can play games on board, and then you also have the ability to check the airport that you're coming into. You can check to see where your baggage is going to be, if there's going to be any delays, what the weather is like, and if they're telling you flow control problems, we can't get into a gate, you can actually see if that is indeed the issue. But once again, my favorite was the touchpad in the armrest, so you've got your own little personal mouse. Competitor number 3, Webitex. Okay, so here we are with Webitex, colorful, nice looking interface, seemingly easy to use. It tells you information about what your flight is on. It knows you after your login. You can access internet, listen to music, watch videos, play games. You can check your flight path actually in the air, see where you're at. You can order drinks to be served to your seat. You can see a map of where you're going to, and you can search for any events, conferences, etc. that may be happening in the area that you're going into. Very easy to use, but a lot of features, same as the other apps. Contestant number 4, Clarity Consulting. So Clarity took this competition to a whole new level, starting out with an application that ran on an iPhone. So you have your boarding pass now available to you on your phone, so you can bypass all this, checking in, getting your boarding pass, all that cool stuff, and you will scan this as you head to the gate. Very cool, forward thinking. Next up was the in-flight kiosk. Very simple, very easy to use. I love the fact that they added in that previous little gift for us. You can go ahead and check out your media. It has a profile for you. If you're a Netflix subscriber, you put in your user ID, and now you have access to all your Netflix videos. And you also have access to online magazine subscriptions. You may not always want to browse through SkyMall, so maybe you want to read an article from Wired magazine. And you also have the ability to check your itinerary, travel accommodations, traffic, where you're going. Maybe you need to get directions. Very easy, fun to use, animated. I love the fact that you've got the additional iPhone interface. These guys really did a great job and, stepped it up a level. And my kudos to Clarity for thinking outside of the box. And maybe that's why they were crowned champions. Good job, guys. Fifth in the competition, Tribal DDB. DDB was really cool in the fact that they actually use a lot of color. So one of the first things that you can do with this interface is schedule a flight. You can pick your origin and your destination. And when you've done that, it'll show you, yeah, we've got some flights available for you from here to here. When do you want to fly? So you pick your date. It gives you the list, and you select your travel date. And you also have the ability to keep an online profile going, edit your profile. You can watch movies, do email, news, audio, all kinds of great features, but I really liked the interface. It was simple to use. And last in the Chicago PhizzPop. Okay, so the next one up was Magenic, and book a flight, boarding pass, track a flight. You had the ability to check all your itinerary details, watch music, listen to movies, see where you're flying in and out of, playing games, and you had the ability to check out the airports you were flying into, traffic associated with them. Nothing really stood out. It was a nice, clean interface and an overall good presentation.
And that is the PhizzPop Design Challenge in Chicago. Had a lot of fun. I am so looking forward to going to South by Southwest in Austin in March to catch up with the finals. And I'll be rooting for Clarity, of course.
Clarity!
They're from Chicago, and so am I. Thanks for watching this special edition of Get Creative. I'm Shelly Hall, and we'll see you on the road. Take care.